Sleep is one of those things that people assume should just happen. You lie down, you close your eyes, and your body should just take care of the rest. Except that it doesn't, not for a lot of us. For the longest time, I was doing everything right. I was training hard, eating well, taking the supplements I needed to take, doing all the things that you are quote unquote supposed to do. And I was still waking up 3 a.m. wired. My sleep was terrible. I was tossing, turning, waking up feeling like my brain never actually shut down. And you start spiraling. Is something wrong with me? Why can't I sleep? What am I missing? Am I drinking too much coffee? Am I stressing too much? But what finally fixed my sleep wasn't a hack or a gadget or some magic supplement. It was understanding my nervous system and understanding that sleep is not a nighttime problem. It is a daytime pattern. Sleep is an output, a final domino that falls after every decision you make from the moment you wake up. So here are the 10 habits that genuinely changed my sleep. Simple, practical, nervous system driven, movement driven. The same principles I use inside of my mobility toolkit, because the foundations of good sleep are built long before your head hits the pillow. So let's get into it. Habit number 1, morning movement. Essentially, waking up the human way. I stopped starting my day with constant stimulation and I started waking up with movement. And I don't mean any kind of crazy workouts or high intensity movement. I mean just natural, raw, organic human movement. The way that humans are built to wake up. Most people, including what I used to do, wake up and immediately spike their nervous system. You have your phone, your notifications, your coffee, your rushing, noise, kids, dogs, just straight up chaos from the time that you open your eyes. Meanwhile, the body is still half asleep. Your spine is stiff, your breath is shallow, you have low blood pressure, you have no rhythm to what you are even doing. And then we're confused about why we feel anxious before we've even eaten breakfast. So I changed the first 3 to 5 minutes of my morning. That's all I did. Slow spinal waves, hip circles, ankle rolls, a little bit of crawling, a little bit of barefoot walking outside, hands on the ground, connecting back into my body. Not to work out, but just to signal, hey body, it's morning, wake up the system. This one habit alone changed my energy, my stress tolerance, and later, my ability to actually fall asleep and stay asleep. Habit 2, breathwork that actually works, at least for me. I was never really a breathwork person. I just felt like it was a waste of time. I couldn't justify sitting still when there was just so much shit to get done. But this is the funny part. I only needed 5 minutes. The breathwork that changed my sleep wasn't fancy, it wasn't extreme, it wasn't spiritual, none of that. It was literally 4 seconds inhale, hold for 8 seconds, 8 seconds exhale, hold for 4 in empty. A long, slow exhale, a pause at the bottom, almost like a stripped down version of box breathing. This breath communicates one thing to your nervous system. We are safe, you can power down, you can chill. So literally 5 minutes in bed or on the floor, that's all it took. And it completely shifted my sleep more than any supplement I've ever tried. Habit 3, stop heavy training at night. For years, I trained hard at night. It made me feel productive. It cleared my head. It fit into my schedule, essentially. But physiologically, it was wrecking my sleep. Heavy training does 3 things. It spikes your cortisol, it raises your core body temperature, and it activates your sympathetic nervous system, which is basically telling your body, wake up, we're in battle mode. And you do this at 6 or 7 p.m. When I moved my heaviest training to midday or early afternoon, everything changed. Evenings became more about technique, mobility, skill work, stretching, and low intensity movement. My system had space to actually wind down. Habit 4, micro movement breaks. Now this is the habit that changed the most for me. You can train an hour a day, 2 hours a day, and still have a sedentary lifestyle. Most people train and they sit for an extra 8 to 10 hours completely immobile. And that tension builds silently all day. Tight hips, collapsed ribs, rounded spine, shallow breath, frozen joints, jaw tension. Your nervous system doesn't just respond to big stress, it responds to accumulated micro stress. So I started 30 to 90-second movement breaks once an hour. A hang, a deep squat, hip opener, hip rotations, gentle spinal mobility, just breathing. It interrupts tension before it snowballs out of control, and it keeps your system regulated all day long. This is literally the backbone of the mobility toolkit. Small movement snacks that prevent your body from locking up and dragging stress into the night. Habit 5 is true downregulation, not distraction. Scrolling is not downregulation. Netflix is not downregulation. Wine is not downregulation. Those things just numb you. They do not regulate you. Downregulation is physical. getting on the floor, slow mobility, touching the ground, long exhales, dim lighting, stretching without intensity, silence or soft music. These aren't relaxing activities, they are physiological cues. Your nervous system needs a clear signal. The day is over, you can stop fighting gravity now. If you never give your body that signal, it will not switch off. Habit 6, decompressing the body. This one matters a lot. Your entire day compresses you. Hips tighten, shoulders round, ribs collapse, thoracic spine stiffens, breath shrinks. A compressed body tells the nervous system, stay alert, stay guarded. So every day I decompress. The best way to do that is hanging, thoracic spine opening, handstand prep work, rib expansion work, hip flexor opening, long lines and extended shapes. Basically, make space in the body again. This will equal better breath, better sleep. More openness equals more calm. Less bracing equals less night waking. Habit 7, sauna plus the protocol that really worked. Sauna changed my sleep in a way I didn't expect, but here's the real magic. When I combined sauna and ice baths, my sleep went to the next level. I was knocked out. My personal protocol was 12 minutes sauna, 3 minutes ice, and I would do this for 3 rounds. And I know that not everyone has access to this, and that's totally fine. I'm not saying you need it. I'm just saying it is what helped me the most by far. And here's why it works. Heat relaxes muscles, ice resets the system. Afterwards, your core temperature drops. That drop triggers deep sleep. Timing also matters. 3 to 5 hours before bed is a sweet spot for me. Habit 8, the evening gear shift. Your body cannot go from screen and stimulation to bed, laptop to sleep, stimulation to stillness. It doesn't work well like that. Your nervous system needs a transition window. And here's what mine looks like. I dim the lights, I switch to salt lamps or candles, no bright overhead lights, gentle decompression flows. Breathing into the ribs, absolutely no eating 3 hours before bed. I try to wind down on the decisions and the intensity. The entire energy of the evening shifts from go to slow. This one habit alone has saved thousands of people from insomnia. Habit 9, morning light. This is the simplest habit and one of the most powerful. Get sunlight within the first hour of waking. Not through a window, not with sunglasses, but actual daylight. It resets your entire circadian rhythm, your cortisol, melatonin, your sleep-wake timing, your energy cycles. Your brain breathes light as a biological timestamp. But yes, you of course need to be rested enough to wake up for that sunrise, which is why the other habits matter too. And habit 10, seeing sleep as a daytime practice. This is a mindset shift that changed everything. Because sleep doesn't start at night, it starts the moment that you wake up. Your entire day shapes your sleep. How you move, how you breathe, how long you sit, how much tension you carry, how overstimulated you let yourself become, whether your body feels open or compressed, whether you ever signal safety to your nervous system. And your nervous system carries the whole day into bed. Once you start treating sleep as something that you build and practice, not something that you hope happens, then sleep becomes natural again. This is why movement, especially the movements from my mobility toolkit, work so well. Movement regulates the system that creates the sleep. Sleep is earned through rhythm, breath, daily movement snacks, space, decompression, and consistent signals and building good habits. Give your body that and it will remember how to rest. So sleep isn't about perfection, it's about rhythm, and your nervous system controls that rhythm. You don't fix sleep by trying harder at night. You fix it by living differently during the day. Move, breathe, break tension, create transitions, give your body space, and your body will do the rest. If this landed with you, just remember, your sleep isn't broken, your body isn't fighting you, it's overwhelmed, undermoved, and trying to protect you. So give it better inputs and it will give you better outputs. Sleep is just one of them. And as I mentioned before, if you want help building those inputs, that's literally what my work is all about. The Mobility Toolkit, my training, my teaching, it's all designed to bring your nervous system back into balance. Move well, rest deeply, live better.